welcome to the Mama's Boys podcast, where we talk about anything ranging from anime to video games to whatever else the fuck they want to talk about. Starring your hosts, Tommy J and Raymond. Be warned, there may be spoilers for anime, manga, and video games you may or may not have already watched or played. If you want to continue to support us, please subscribe below, click the notification bell, and watch the episodes as they drop every Monday.
Hello and welcome to the Mama's Boys podcast, where we talk about anything ranging from anime to video games and to basically anything pop culture like. Hosted by yours truly, Tommy J and Raymond. Tom, how are you doing today?
I don't know why you said it like that, but I'm doing great. I'm doing really good actually today. I'm a little bit tired because my sleep schedule is still a little bit goofy, but for the most part, it's pretty normal. Other than that, I really haven't done much today. I have been reading a good book, 1984. It's like a dystopian novel, but yeah. What about you, Raymond? How are you doing today?
Well, also I wanted to wait a week too before we even get into me. Like, what have you been up to this week? Progression in music. What are you doing outside of just this podcast? How's it been going this week?
Honestly, again, haven't been doing much. I've been real lazy, but I've taken kind of a break from music for a bit. I mean, I enjoy music. I want to.
What?
Well, no need to get all tied up about it, but yeah, I took a little break from music and I decided to explore some other things like writing because that's another thing that I enjoy quite a bit. So
What do you read about?
Well, I prefer sci-fi novels and stuff like that, but it's what I just read about whatever comes to mind in the moment. Typically, I listen to music and that helps me gain inspiration. But
Does
yeah,
the type of music you listen to make your writing differ?
yeah. So like I have different songs for like different moods that I'm feeling at the moment. If I'm feeling a more pensive mood and a more philosophical like style of story writing, I'll get a more less like pop or rock kind of song and a more drawn out orchestral piece,
Yeah. But like if you're
I,
listening to like the rumbling from the newest Attack on Titan, season 4, part 2, then what kind of story would you be writing?
I don't know, probably like a Harry Potter fanfic.
If I lose at all.
Moving on, but yeah, so I've been
Yeah.
really getting big in the writing not industry, but I've just been like playing around with that hobby of mine and exploring it more so. And I was actually thinking to save up to get a Chromebook because a Chromebook will not only help me for school later on, but it's portable and it allows me to bring essentially a word processor wherever I go with a keyboard. Um,
I thought we were saving for PCs.
well, I that is coming at some point, but that's such a big jump for me. I just need a job first.
Shit. Yes, you do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
hey,
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
once we're freed from, this COVID, which, could be tomorrow, could be 5 years from now, but once we are, hopefully not 5 years from now, you can get a job.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I found this cool Discord full of a bunch of writers, and it's been really fun, like reviewing their works and discussing all sorts of stuff with these people. And it kind of like gave me a form of positive affirmations or confirmation that like my craft isn't as bad as I always put it down to be. Because I was like sharing some of my stories, and some of the people there were impressed, and they were like, "Wow, like we want to see the end of this. Write more." And I'm like, "Wow, cool." I guess it's not like just an amateur. Well, it is amateur, but it was nice to see that other people enjoyed my craft.
Have these other guys did like a bunch of projects
Yeah.
with their writing as well?
So a few of them, well, and it's a Discord chat. There's like people from different age groups. There's a lot of 14-year-olds I find, which is kind of annoying, but a lot of them are actually rather sophisticated individuals, albeit sometimes quite emotional. But the older ones in their 20s, early 20s, like they're working on novels and they have like short stories they've written and stuff. And I've got to read through some of them, and they're pretty much professionals.
Oh, dang. Okay. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, so you go on there, you take criticism on it and whatnot, but really, like, what they do is not like to be a professional in writing is not that hard. I feel like anyone can do it. You just need to read and understand the patterns.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it seems a common mistake for rookies or amateurs in writing is that they over explain things and they give too much. Is it too much exposition? Is that the word? I'm not sure. And they kind of overdo it.
Huh.
like
Like,
sometimes like sometimes I just read this one kid's little short story, but they were trying to make it all philosophical and existential, and I really liked the premise of it. It was really nice, actually. um but it was very difficult to follow because they were writing in almost like a Shakespearean type language and over explaining too many things, too many similes and everything, and it was too much to follow.
yeah, that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense.
Right.
I do find that a lot of these Discord chats and Facebook groups with these writers and what I was doing, voice acting and stuff, which by the way I'll talk about that later, but they all fill with a lot of good information and people that are just really experienced and are just willing to give advice out without like saying like, hey, buy my course, you know what I mean, buy my mentorship, we do workshops and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad, you should always definitely go to workshops, you know, like I saw this one the other day for like storyboarding and stuff, learning
Right.
how to actually like, write, but this is for like, writing stories for like animation and like actual like shows and stuff, teaching people just all the basics of that. I know
Mhm.
you're talking more like short story, right? Or just like
Just stories in general, writing in general. And they
huh.
actually on the server they have like competitions for people that to turn in short stories under a certain prompt, and then they have a set of judges that can judge them by the end of the month.
And then what you get if you win?
I don't know.
Accolade?
I don't think you get anything. I just think you get like bragging rights pretty much amongst the entire server, and you get like a badge or something that says that you were a contestant winner or something.
Okay, okay.
Either way, it's cool though.
It is really cool. But I want to get on the real topic, like femboys.
Stop this. Stop this now.
Okay, anyway, so my week's been going good. My day was going good, is going good.
Oh yeah.
Got up this morning, just went to go. I didn't do too much like exercise today. I just did some like cardio stuff, some core stuff because it's like my off day. But what was I doing? But like also my off day from work, I went to the studio and recorded some samples for some scripts for my demo and did some homework for my voice acting class. Um, which is really fun. So any of you out there that are interested in like voice acting and stuff and want to take classes, like fucking do it. It's really fun. It's not really like at first I was like really like nervous, because I've never like been that expressive in front of a bunch of other people. But then like you're kind of forced to do it, kind of like an improv class, and then you kind of like get used to it. You know what I mean?
Well, and I think something interesting about things like voice acting, acting, and writing, and just kind of like art and forms of expression in general, is that. Oh, sorry, hold on. Is that a lot of people have this weird perception that like actors that are like professionals in the field, like yes, they are professionals, but everyone thinks that it just takes born talents to be them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Everyone seems to think that they're like a million leagues above them to ever like write a novel or that's a New York Times bestselling, or to ever become a voice actor for Vegeta in Dragon Ball Super. It's like people look at that and they think, wow, that could never happen to me, I'm just a normal Joe. But like the people in these other in all these fields, they're no more normal than you are. They just trained really hard.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I'm no, I that's what I noticed like early on, because just like you, I started joining these Discord chats, these Facebook groups with the voice
All
actors
these
in them,
communities.
and yeah, and they're not as hard to reach as like actual actors and stuff. Well, I mean, is actually acting, but you know, like more famous actors and stuff, like on screen ones.
Yeah.
And I noticed that like what you just said. Fuck, what'd you just say?
Welcome to the Mama's Boys podcast. We run a very professional get up over here. No, I was saying like, like, wait, what did I say?
You were saying something about
How people like idolize people who manage to get lucky.
oh yes. No, all the voice actors I've talked to and that like and they have like Q&As on our Discords and stuff like and one of the ladies plays Jolene on the new what was it JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. So his like
Yeah.
great whatever granddaughter. Anyway, um and they always like they don't mind ever sharing like how they got into it. A lot of them just wanted to do it because they thought it'd be cool. Some of them already had like previous like theater experience, of course, you know, but that
Mhm.
doesn't automatically qualify you as like, you know, to be a good actor, you know what I mean? Because you can still be easily like turned down because, you know, if a director doesn't like you, you know, they don't like you.
Right.
But the whole point is it's not like impossible to get into it. It's definitely not impossible for the average person to be able to get into it and make it like a full-time career.
Yeah. So it's impressive when people succeed, but honestly, what they do, it's impressive, but it's not like it's impossible.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm sure at some point maybe you thought getting into like music and stuff was impossible, right?
Well, yeah, I remember when I was young, I actually, well, what I always wanted to be before a musician was I wanted to be an author, but then I realized like I want something a little more hands-on, so that was why music is where I went to because that's my second passion. But when I was telling my mom as a kid, listen, I want to be an author when I grow up, I kind of stopped and thought, man, how would I ever do that? And then as I got older, I was like, I still don't know how I would ever do that. I don't know anything
What
about that.
boy?
But yeah, so it was like, and the same thing happened with music at first. Then I moved to music and I was like, I want to be a musician. And I mean, it seems so out there. It seemed like such an out there goal that was really just a dream, if anything, that was purely unobtainable. But then as I actually got starting looking into some of these of like once I got smarter and I started doing proper research, I realized, man, this stuff is really easy to just break into. You just got to make it, you got to establish a few connections and get it out there, and then you can publish your work.
That is true, as well as building a community. I see, you know, just so many like up and coming artists all over TikTok. You may say SoundCloud, but I don't go on SoundCloud, and I don't feel like everybody does nowadays because
No,
all
no,
the
I
really
don't
good
think
artists.
people. I don't think people SoundCloud. I wouldn't say use for the people. I say use SoundCloud for record labels because that's where a lot of them lately have been checking.
Yeah. I just noticed like a lot of them are just either like I remember they were doing covers on YouTube at first, but now they're all over TikTok, and they're blowing up. You know, just one good song will just you know blow up, and they'll become like mainstream.
hmm No, it's really fascinating too. And it feels like that's kind of how it is everywhere though. Like you do that on YouTube, you do that on TikTok, you do that on SoundCloud, but TikTok seems to be the one that's really um it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's at the forefront or the front tier of like in the entertainment industry at the moment because most kids are on TikTok.
Everybody's on TikTok. Adults, old people, you know, teenagers,
Oh
and
yeah,
of
my
course,
my mom just started getting into TikTok and stuff. That's kind of funny.
I saw her like her account thing popping up on people you may know.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. I get that. Cool. I
Uh,
mean, I don't know what to say about that.
I, I don't know. Maybe I'll come on there and she'll be singing one day, or I don't know, doing backflips. I have no idea because you don't know. TikTok is just a place for people to show and express their talents. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and
And,
it's a good platform for advertising too, just in general. Because again,
Yeah.
it's such a swipe and go. Like it's really easy to be seen on TikTok.
Yeah, because people just, swipe. It takes like longest videos 3 minutes, but even then, and like you need to be able to grasp people's attention quick because when I'm on TikTok, it takes me 1 second to see a video. I don't like it. I don't like it. You gotta be able to do something to your video to grasp somebody's attention, because people don't see
Right.
people don't see your thumbnails and clickbait titles unless they go onto your profile and look through your videos. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that only happens when they see a good video of yours as they're scrolling down the timeline.
Right. No, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, got a little off topic there. My week has been going very well. I was working a lot this week. You know me, always fucking working.
Hey, we live in America. You gotta. What is it? The land of the working man.
Yeah, the land of the working man. Yeah, yeah. I don't know who said that, but somebody said that.
Yeah, I've heard that somewhere. Don't know where. Maybe you guys in the comments can figure that out for me, eh?
Absolutely. Almost there. I'm still trying to save it for that PC. I'm almost there. But mainly the biggest things this week were obviously what I was saying before, just getting a lot of training done for the voice acting, because I want to really make this into a career. Of course, do more than just that. But I do not want to have to be, working this job when I'm older. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I want to be doing, what I like.
Well, you don't see that as a good retirement option for you?
No, hell no.
Why not?
Okay, so at my 20%, 40% of my coworkers are old people, and they haven't retired yet. And some of them say they can't.
Right.
I don't want to fall into the few that say they can't. You know what I mean?
Well, why not?
What do you mean, why not?
Well, what, you got something against working till the day you die? I think there's
Actually,
nothing wrong with being.
It might not be such a bad idea. Work, save up for some stuff. Become a no mind. No, maybe it'd be fine. Maybe it'd be fine. Just work till I die. No, but for real though, I definitely want to make this something to do. And of course, eventually I get on TikTok and stuff. I'm still thinking of stuff to do. Also kind of been lazy on that because I was trying to get back in the groove of my normal schedule and stuff. I get up and working out and stuff, eating. I know I gotta eat more. I don't eat enough. And just being more active, while as well, being able to balance my time out with anime and stuff and the shows I'm on. So yeah, because I need that peace of mind.
All right. Well, everyone needs a bit of downtime. Then you need time to relax.
100%, 100%.
I mean, because burnout is a serious issue, especially for people who have a more creative, and for people who have a more heavier drive, and they're just constantly going, and they're loading their plate full and full of just one thing after the next to keep doing. Burnout for them is hard.
100%, 100%. I remember back in the day, I definitely feel that. By back in the day, I mean a month ago. It really sucks, especially when you're really passionate about something,
Mhm.
and you're working really hard on it, no breaks and stuff, and because you got all that motivation, and then all of a sudden it's like, dang, I don't want to do this right now. I'm gonna just take a break, and then you take a break for 5 weeks,
Right.
and then bam. But hopefully you come back, and that personally happened to me, by the way, and I did come back.
Yeah, no, it's kind of the same here. I mean, I'm still in the coming back stage of my current project, but
What did you work
come back. What do you mean what I'm working on? I'm working on this podcast. We took a break for like 4 weeks and now we're coming back.
Hey, was it really Yo, yeah, I think it was like 3 weeks now. Hey,
Yeah.
we did it for you guys because we were working on the intro. We were working on the intro. We're working on some new logos and stuff for the podcast because
Yeah.
we're just thinking, that we I don't know, could spruce it up a little bit and make it look a lot nicer than it is. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I mean, I have nothing against the current logo necessarily. I just feel like, it'd be nice to try to make something better. Like not too not crazy, but like something more professional, I feel like, and that we can all be proud of.
Yes, 100%. But yeah, that's kind of how my week's going. I was shoot. Yeah, that's basically meant how my week's going. Anyway, but on the podcast, our topic today, we were going to talk about a little bit of what Star Wars. You know what I mean? Real classic in the pop culture, kind of like it's not even a community. I was about to say community, but like it's just pop culture. Everywhere I go, there's always some reference about like Star Wars in a store, bookstore,
No,
occasionally
yeah, I totally
restaurants and
see.
stuff.
I totally feel you. I remember I was just talking to my friend and they made a joke. They were like, "Beam me up, Scotty," you know.
That's not nothing. That's a completely different show, but I get what you
Oh
mean though.
wait, it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
But what I was gonna say is like Star Wars is an OG show, but you know what in Star Wars is also OG? Maul. I love Maul. Now I'm
I
gonna ask you. Oh
wait.
yeah, I
Is
know you
just
want
to
to say
clarify
that.
real quick? Is Star Wars the one with the Star Trek Enterprise, or is Star Wars the one with the Millennium Falcon?
Um, Star Wars is the one with the with Donkey Kong.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, well, glad we got that carried on or
He
cleared up.
hangs out with Chewbacca.
So you said Darth Maul?
Yeah, Darth Maul. Now I know you don't like some of the stuff that goes on in Star Wars because kind of like I know it's like additional stuff, it's like add-on stuff, apart from the like movies and stuff because the movies just give you the basic outline and stuff. Of course, it goes through the Clone Wars. I mean, it doesn't really. It kind of shows you. It kind of goes through like the beginning of the Clone Wars, how it starts, and then like close to the end, and then the ending of it. You know what I mean? Now, the
You
Clone
said
Wars series goes through what? What were you gonna say? Sorry.
no, the Clone Wars. You said? What did you say right there? Sorry, I blinked out right for a quick second. You said was
Blinked
it the
out.
movies that only show the beginning and the end of it?
Yeah, the movies. Attack the Clones is basically the movie where obviously, Palpatine and Sidious had already like, fuck. I'm so sorry, not Palpatine and Sidious because they're
Hmm.
both. My list is getting me. It's killing me right now. They're
It's
both the
okay.
same person. I mean Palpatine and Tyrannus had ordered the creation of the clone army, and they had the whole first war of Geonosis over. I don't even know why they even like. Oh, it's just all part of Palpatine's plan. I remember now. Okay. I haven't seen the movies in so long. I'm just slow.
Right.
But anyway, so it shows the beginning and end, and then they have the whole spin-off series to kind of show like what all happened in the middle. But I want to talk about Maul. Now, Maul's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. I know some people don't like him because he kind of survived that whole pitfall that Obi-Wan gave him in Episode One, which makes sense because you wouldn't think anybody would survive that. But Maul's also not a human, so I mean, It's completely possible. But
No,
what I really like Tom
disagree.
Maul. Oh, why do you disagree?
No, you got cut in half, and we've discussed this already, so I'm not going to go down those arguments again. But
Yeah,
you
we
know why I
discussed it.
disagree.
I'm really confused why the fuck you still disagree.
Just continue with what you're saying.
But I want to know why.
I don't want to tell you why.
Tell me why.
No,
Why not?
because I said so. I'm tired.
Participate in the podcast.
Damn it. Okay, no. I feel like it was ridiculous, but like I said, we've discussed this in a previous episode. So
Yeah,
with Darth Maul,
it to the fans, to the people that listen to our podcast. Explain
Yeah,
to them why.
okay. Well, the thing is that he got cut in half. His legs were completely severed, and it's not even like he got cut in half, like his legs off. No. He got cut in half at the waist, and there's such big arteries in that. It doesn't even. I don't care what amount of like burning that the lightsaber does. He would have definitely bled out to death. And that's only the first part of the problem. Second part of the problem is he went right down a trash chute that was easily like, oh, I don't know, like what, 45 to like 80 feet like deep. You're not going to survive that fall. I don't care what species you are in Star Wars. Every species is pretty much, you know, their durability and stamina is pretty much equivalent to that of humans, except for Jabba the Hutt. And that's why it's stupid.
I don't know about that. It seems like some characters have a lot greater durability.
Who, like, what, Jar Jar Binks?
Oh no, Jar Jar. The only reason Jar Jar was still alive.
Because he's a Sith Lord?
No, what the fuck? No, I'm not. No. I don't believe Jar Jar became a Sith Lord. I believe he was killed eventually, you know. By something or someone. Maybe he was on Alderaan when it blew up. I have no idea what even happened to him. No, he just had blind luck. He had blind luck. And plot armor, so that's the only reason why. But no, characters like the what are they called? They call the Davaronians, and they're red and stuff, and they kind of look like devils. They have horns and stuff that come out of their head. If you watch Mandalorian, then one of them was in that show.
Wasn't the yellow one there?
No, the one that I'm talking about, he was still red. He helped they were helping the Mandalorian do it was a prison break or something. It was a long time ago, but it was a few episodes before Luke came and got Grogu. But anyway, that species seemed like it had a lot better durability, like endurance or whatever, than humans and stuff, and they had a physical super strength. So, I mean, if you're comparing them to like, you know, blaster bolts and stuff, then yeah, sure, everybody will, you know, get killed by that. Like that's some high-tech stuff.
But I just remember when I was little.
Yeah.
That was when they made it canon, pretty much, that Darth Maul had survived, and I just remember even then I was like, why is he alive? I watched them cut him in half. I watched him die.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You didn't really
watch
him die. You didn't watch him die. You watched him look blankly at you as he fell in a deep hole as his body
with his
disappeared.
legs, his entire bottom part of his body severed.
Okay, and All Might has no stomach.
No, he does. He does have a stomach. I don't get why everyone keeps saying he has no stomach. All Might only has a nice little punch, a little baby he has a little owie. He has a little bruise on his stomach.
He literally has his shit ripped open.
Not ripped open. It's just a little owie.
No, it's not a little owie.
Okay, we're going to actually make a video about this now. We're going to review injuries for characters. We're going to take images of their injuries, and that's going to be, guys, little reminder for a new episode. And I don't know what this will be, podcast or not, but we're going to review and rank injuries on a scale from like normal to probably hospitalized to lethal.
Yeah, and somebody's gonna come up decapitated, and you're gonna say, "Oh, that's pussy shit." No, but Yeah, sure, we'll do it. Okay, no, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Write that down. Write that down.
No, it's not written down. It's on record now.
Oh, okay, okay. That's true. That's true. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I'm gonna write it down now.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, no, you didn't see him die. You just saw him fall in a damn hole. Now, like Palpatine already explained, like like they can stop themselves from dying if they have enough hatred, and there are, um, Sith Lords that did shit like that, some from Legends and stuff. I don't remember the exact. Darth Theon. Darth Theon.
Thought it was Darth. What was Darth Plagueis? Wasn't he able to defy death?
I think either it was him or he saved somebody he loved from dying, but I'm pretty sure it was him. But he couldn't do that while he was sleeping, apparently. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he was, yes.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, so Maul obviously had that hatred of Obi-Wan growing inside of him. Just that wanting to get revenge for him. And by the way, too, this is gonna be like complete spoilers for like Clone Wars and Rebels and whatever. So if you don't like that, then this is not the episode for you.
I feel like that's kind of the case with every episode we've had. If we're not spoiling some anime, it's another form of what media or entertainment.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Clone Wars came out so long ago. Like,
Yeah, and I haven't watched the Clone Wars. I've watched like I think I watched the first episode. And wait, yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, if you guys want to see Tommy do a whole watch-through of Clone Wars, then spam his inbox. I mean, leave a few likes, 3 likes, and we'll get Tommy to watch the entirety of Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
No. I'll watch it at like 5 likes.
Okay, 5 likes. There we go. Anyway, but I really like what they did with his character. Now obviously we would never saw his character again if they didn't bring in the introduction of his brother Savage Opress, because he's the one that originally found Maul, because Maul was literally, he was living homeless in a dump, so he probably would have just died there, if we're being honest.
Right.
Now,
and then you say that his brother found him or something?
Yeah, his brother found him because he was trying to get revenge on Dooku. He was trying to get revenge on Dooku. Because he was going to be Dooku's apprentice. And I'm pretty sure Dooku said, "Fuck you, dog."
Interesting. Oh, yeah. So Dooku was going to be... Dooku was going to be... Did you say Darth Maul's apprentice?
No, Dooku was training Savage Opress to be like... You know how Savage Ventress was like... an assassin for him? Basically, because they can't have more than 2, Sith Lords or whatever. Right. Well, he was doing the same thing with Savage, because Savage Ventress, she was shit. She was shit for him. She wasn't working out, so he threw her away and got him. But then
Savage Ventress.
Yeah, but he didn't work out either. And I'm pretty sure Dooku was gonna be planning on killing him, and he dipped and went to go find his mom, who's Mother Talzin, the witch on Dathomir, and told him that he had the brother, fucking, Darth Maul.
Right.
And of course, all of them are brothers and stuff, but he went to go find him so he could get revenge on Dooku. But then it kind of veered off course when he found out that, his brother is a fucking tweaker with spider legs. And it's talk about the Jedi, Obi-Wan, cutting his body in half. So they go on a whole ass quest to go find Obi-Wan so they can get revenge and kill him. Unknown to them that Obi-Wan's a G now and have no chance.
that is a good way to describe the little
that's literally
conflict
what
they
happened.
had right there. That little duel.
What happened? Oh, okay. The duel was longer than what I just said. Obviously they had multiple duels and stuff.
Right, but the final duel was nice. I enjoyed it. I will say that was a good part. That was a good ending for him.
I felt compassion for him. I felt really bad. I know he's like a war criminal and shit, but but when Rex is just dragging him away like that, I was just like, wish I could go free him.
I don't know about that. He was a pretty bad guy.
Yeah, no, he was fucked up. But that rampage he went on that ship during Order 66, dog, that was some, like top tier, like that was a top tier scene, dog.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But anyway, about his like character and stuff. I I know I saw some complaints about it. People online saying that they don't like how Maul like has seen Obi-Wan's skill and he has a Jedi that back him as well and still tries to pursue just dumb revenge when his bitch ass got a second chance on life and he could dip and go live out his life somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Hey guys, so Tommy here. While editing the podcast, it looked like we had some audio errors, so this part I just cut out, but we'll be cutting back to the conversation pretty soon here.
Like gone or something, and kill him.
Right, of course.
But obviously that wasn't what was going to happen, and he had Anakin there with him too.
Mhm.
And several times he had other people, other Jedi, or Hondo Ohnaka, the pirate guy, and it backfired. And then they decide that instead of just trying to like have Maul go in blindly with his brother to kill Obi-Wan, he's going to build an organization from the ground up and amass an army to take on the Jedi. Which, I thought was pretty crazy.
Is that why he tried taking over Mandalore?
Yeah. Because he already, because he wanted a planet. He already had he had a bunch of crime families that he took over.
Right.
And he started building armies out of these different species, And then after that, all he needed was to have the Mandalorians and, well, not all of the Mandalorians, but specifically the Death Watch.
Mm-hmm.
And Pre Vizsla's Darksaber. And then after that, all he needed was to, just have control over the planet as the leader of the Death Watch and Crimson Dawn. But obviously that didn't work out, only because the Jedi found out what happened. And granted, Maul did kill Obi-Wan's secret lover and stuff, who was the leader of the planet. But the second they found out, I was thinking, man, this is really he is going all out. Even though I think that if they sent an army of Jedi there, I feel like he would have easily gotten beaten. But they didn't, because they don't need to do that stuff anymore. They got clones and stuff. So he knew that, and I feel like that's why he had so much more confidence that whatever Jedi they sent there, he'd be able to beat with his army and all that.
And I was gonna. Sorry, I'm like, I haven't watched the Clone Wars, so I'm a little in the dark on this. But he was not able to beat any of the Jedi with his little army, right?
It was a pretty big army, but no, he wasn't able to kill any of the Jedi with it. Now Savage, I'm pretty sure Savage did kill a few Jedi himself, but eventually Palpatine caught up with him because there was what happened? Palpatine fought Yoda, and he fought Savage and Maul in the season finale of the Star Wars: The Clone Wars before the new season came out years later. And he was pissed because, Maul just showed back up. Like, what? His old apprentice? Because he already had plans for Anakin. As well as, Dooku. Because at that point, Dooku and Grievous haven't been killed yet.
Right,
So,
okay.
he notices there's two other Sith Lords and stuff and shit, that are still chilling out there. So he takes it upon himself to, obviously go after them and kill them. Now, he doesn't kill them all. He definitely turns Maul into his bitch because he's begging, Palpatine to stop. because he watched his brother get stabbed and stuff. And that's the end we see. That's the end of Savage. Like that's the last time we see him because Palpatine kills him,
Mhm.
which I thought was a real waste of a great character because he wasn't like Maul at all. Like he wasn't just out like just killing people for no reason. He was doing it to save his brother, to find his brother, to avenge whoever hurt him. He wasn't like an evil ass, guy like Maul was.
Right.
And I
But
thought
he
that
was
waste
so.
of
So what?
yeah.
Why do you feel like that was a waste? Do you feel like his character deserves some better resolve or something? And if so, how would
Yeah.
you have resolved his character?
How would I have evolved a character?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a funny fucking guy. Um,
Yeah, real comedian over here.
yeah, shit. Just call me the JKK. Oh wait, never mind. So how I would have resolved his character, I felt like what would have been a really good ending for his character if that was going to be the last, season, obviously, would have been yeah, sure, maybe Dooku can like, sorry, not Dooku, but maybe Palpatine could like cut off his leg or whatever and stuff. But I want him to escape, you know, and then believe that his brother is dead because he doesn't see him again after that because Maul cannot fucking be seen again. He has to go in hiding after something like that.
Right.
And he goes off and just tries to find his way in the galaxy, doing what he thinks is best, and what I would think would be like bounty hunting. He's already good at killing and stuff. He helped his brother like take over so much shit. So I feel like they could have like had a whole ass like like how they have Bad Batch now and stuff.
Well,
could
you
have
think
a
they
whole-
could have used him as a character for another spin-off TV series?
Yeah. They could have had him do bounty hunting stuff. I don't think he would have just been like, you know, just chill, got a job, working at a fruit stand or some shit, But I, I feel like he could have been working for fucking, I don't know, just somebody to do some bounty hunter work. Maybe not like bodyguards or stuff, but like, I don't know, bounty hunting stuff. And I feel like that would have been a good end to his character. And then maybe bring some back up where his brother's alive and stuff, and he's all like, "Oh my god, I'm having a midlife crisis. Maul is still alive," but he
I
got
feel like
killed.
that would have been a tedious if they did that though, and then they did bring back up they still alive. He's like, oh my god. I feel like that's kind of tedious because that's just kind of redoing what they already did at the beginning there.
That is true. So you think it'd be better if he just never found out again, and he
Well,
just
yeah,
went about
I
his
think
life?
if
Maybe
anything,
that-
yeah, maybe let me think. Because we do know that Maul eventually dies at the hands of Obi-Wan. But if Maul had not died, is the lifespan of his species is it significantly more than a human lifespan?
It definitely is. It definitely is because Maul was an adult when he fought Obi-Wan but Obi-Wan was like a teenager. He was at least like, or a young adult, like 19 or 20. And Maul definitely,
He was an adult. Like,
yeah, Maul was a full-grown adult because Palpatine was still old when he found Maul as a baby.
oh, okay, interesting. I didn't
Well,
know
sorry,
that.
he stole Maul as a baby.
Right, but what I was gonna say though about that was, I don't know, maybe, would Maul be the one to do bounty hunter? Is that what you said?
No, that was gonna be his brother Savage.
Savage, that was his name. Yes, maybe have Savage do like bounty hunting stuff, and have him play a role in, or have him have a cameo or something in the newer movies. You know,
That would be nice. That would be nice. I could
that
see
would
him
that
working
would be really
alongside,
cool.
like, yeah. I could see him working alongside like the Mandalorian or something, or
Yeah, that would have
helping
been kind
Boba
of cool if he had.
with the
Did he
helm.
have a no? He did. It was. I don't think it was him in the Mandalorian. It was another one of his race, though, right?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Yeah. It was. It was complete. It was
That would have
somebody.
been cool if it was. That would have been cool if it was him.
It really. Yeah. No, it would have been. What I didn't Though what I didn't like about his character, not Savage. Savage is perfect. He can do no wrong. He's my
Right.
grandchild.
Right.
Um, what I didn't like about Maul was that after his defeat by Ahsoka.
Mhm.
Sorry, spoilers again. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I probably
Um,
won't ever watch it anyway.
After his defeat by Ahsoka and they capture him and stuff. Obviously Order 66 goes down. He breaks out and stuff. He doesn't find Obi-Wan again. And remember too, this is like at Order 66. Obi-Wan's still young. You don't find him again until he's old as shit. And he's still on that whole shit in Rebels. He's still trying to kill Obi-Wan. And he doesn't even seem that old. Like, he just seemed a lot older and wiser than he was before. And at first, when Ezra Bridger and Kanan and all of them meet him, he seems like, okay, maybe Maul's chill, Maybe he's chill now. And then you find out he reveals to Ezra he's a Sith Lord, and, that's fine, that's chill. But then he's trying to go after the Sith holocron and, kill Obi-Wan. And then you're all like, damn.
He hasn't changed at all.
He just trying to fight. He's trying to start shit. He got a third chance at life, and he's trying to start more shit.
A third chance at life.
Yeah. If Rex didn't catch him, he would have fell to his death from his palace. So, yeah, he did get a third chance.
Interesting.
But I would say I did like the ending. As Obi-Wan killed him and stuff, when he asked if Luke was the chosen one, he felt very. I don't know. It felt very emotional for me. I felt like he really.
I did watch the scene. I have to say, I did like the delivery and the line there, and just the voice acting and the animation for it all.
Yeah, 100%. He didn't seem like a bad guy. He just seemed like he was just really hurt. He was fucking treated like a bitch his whole life by Palpatine, and I guess he just wanted he just wanted revenge. He got wronged. He wanted revenge to fix that, But he tried. He fucked up, and now he just wants everything to be righted in the universe, Now that he'll be gone. But yeah,
Right.
no, I like the ending of that though. I do like the ending, so I'm kind of glad they kept him alive for that. But I feel like they could have did that in Clone Wars, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably. I don't know. I'm still a little upset. I mean, that whole dynamic between him and his brother, that sounds pretty cool, but I'm still a bit upset that Darth Maul survived his initial death, and I don't think I'll ever get over that. But if I ever do get around to watching the Clone Wars, I'll have to let you know if that changes my opinion.
You will after we get 5 likes.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're gonna bring back Count Dooku. He
I-
survived.
Yeah, it turns out like somebody grabbed his head and quickly, did a Frankenstein on him, zapped him with some lightning, and brought him back.
That is true. Now that we're on Dooku,
Count Dooku,
I
more
feel-
like Green Dooku.
Green Gang Dooku. That's fucking his neck is gonna be. Anyway, I feel like Dooku was I don't feel like he was a waste of a character. I feel like they could have did more backstory wise with Dooku. I know they have in like Legends and stuff, but I feel like we could have gotten more out of Dooku's backstory. Not in just as Master Dooku as a Jedi and stuff, but of course that, but more of his life on Sereno with his family,
Right.
Just
Did he
like-
trained under Yoda?
Yeah, he was Yoda's apprentice, and then he trained Qui-Gon.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I knew that he would train under Yoda. I didn't know that he trained Qui-Gon though, or Qui-Gon, or whatever you call him.
Yeah, that's why him and Obi-Wan were really close. And even like Attack of the Clones, he could have killed Obi-Wan at any time. There was no reason why he should have kept him alive. You know what I mean? Like, he was obviously a really big threat, but he already thought of Qui-Gon as his son, as he was training him. So Obi-Wan was basically kind of like a grandson to him. and that's why he was so open at like just telling him that, Palpatine was a Sith Lord. Now he didn't outright say Palpatine was a Sith Lord, but he already said there's a Sith Lord in, the Republic.
Right.
Now all he had to do, was find it. And of
But
course,
he pretty much gave him the little breadcrumb trail to follow.
Yeah, he did.
Hmm.
And I'm sure, if Palpatine knew he did that, he would have been like just fucking. He would be out like a light.
Well, do we know what his reasonings for turning to the dark side was?
What was it? I'm pretty sure he just like obviously Palpatine was like influencing him a lot. I forgot how he met Palpatine, but he's Dooku's older than Palpatine, believe it or not.
I don't believe it, but
That's what it says. That's what it says.
he doesn't look older than Palpatine,
Well, Palpatine also got fucked up by his own lightning
right?
from Mace, so
But
he
even
looks
before
older
that,
now.
he looked quite old.
Yeah, I know. He was. Well, in Attack of the Clones too, he was pretty old. Dooku was pretty old, and just one episode before that, in Phantom Menace, like Palpatine had brown hair, so he wasn't even that old.
Hmm.
And
Wait, how?
Attack of the Clones,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
yeah, no, that took place like a few years after a Phantom Menace, so.
I don't. I did watch that trilogy there, but I haven't watched it in so long that it's kind of hard to remember quite a few significant details about him.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should go through and watch them. Do a big
Yeah.
old review on the entirety of Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I know you've been really dying to see those sequels and stuff, so.
I hate the sequels, but okay.
I want to see Rogue One. I don't
Rogue
know
One
why
is
I
so
haven't
good.
watched
Have you
it.
not seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Darn. If you like Mandalorian, you'll probably like Rogue One.
That's what I hear. People keep telling me that, they made Darth Vader the GOAT in Rogue One.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because he showed up for one scene in this entire almost 2-hour movie, and that was the single-handedly best scene in the entire movie. And just in the entirety of the current Star Wars sequels, that was the best scene.
What was he doing? Just fighting, or was he saying something?
I'm not going to tell you. You have to watch it.
Shoot, okay, fine. I'll just have to watch it. Yeah, you're right.
Really cool though, honestly. I remember watching that movie, and I had low hopes for it because I wasn't impressed with the sequels already. But then after it was done, I was like, man, if that was a good movie, we need more like that.
Yeah. How do you feel about what if George Lucas just came up and said, "Yo, Yoda's race is fucking hemigoblins or some shit." I don't know. Yoda femboy. How would you feel if he just revealed Yoda's race?
I wouldn't
Or
care
his
too much
species
for
or
it.
whatever.
Well, again, I wouldn't care much for it. I don't feel like Yoda's race being a mystery is all that big of a deal. I feel like I don't enjoy Star Wars for the mystery and the lore. I just enjoy the movies if they're good movies. The lore doesn't mean too much. It doesn't matter too much to me. I'm like, if it's a good movie, then it's a solid movie, and it just takes place in this world. And so, as far as what the secret behind Yoda's race is, I could care less, or I couldn't care less. I don't know. I don't know the proper saying for that.
No, I completely understand. Thank you. Thank you for that. Me personally, I want to know. Shit, I've been waiting so long, dog.
Mhm.
I've been a fan for a while, and I want to know. You know, uh,
It would be
I know
interesting to see
people.
what he comes up with, but I feel like at this point he probably isn't even worried about it. He's just like, well, it's been shrouded in mystery and people have theorized over it for so long that I just feel like if I gave it to them, you know, it would be it would take away some weird mystical aspect of who he is.
I think it would even be George. I feel like Disney would just be all like, fuck what he thinks. We're about to release some wacky ass shit so we can make a spin-off series.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. That
I
sounds
feel like
about
that's
right,
something they could do.
honestly. Yeah, that sounds like Disney. Yeah, it seems like he's sold over all the rights and everything to Disney, and it doesn't. I don't think he has a say in a lot of the stuff they do anymore.
Yeah, I think right now, like they're obviously trying to keep true to, you know, Star Wars, the original stuff, cutting out the fans.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like they're also kind of adding in their own stuff, trying to
Yeah,
test out the waters to see what they can change, or what they can add in more like it,
right.
without like making a riot.
Well, and that's kind of why the sequels failed, because they were trying to do all these new directors that they were using for these new movies. They were all trying to do something new and like, what do they call it? Subvert expectation. And they tried too hard, and in doing so, they ended up having a movie. I don't know. It just, how do I explain it? It was just a really crappy movie. Like it was the trilogy in general
Which
was
one?
like, well, the final one, in my opinion, was the worst one. I did watch the first one and the new one, and I thought, wow, this is kind of a cool one, because it was an all right movie. And then I
Oh,
watched the
like
second
which
one.
one of the? You're talking about like
Oh, the sequels, the new with Rey and Kylo Ren.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right, the first one I did watch, and I was excited because I remember when the trailer for that dropped, I was like, dang, that's like my young childhood. Then I went to watch it, and I actually enjoyed it. And I was excited for the next one. The next one came around, and I did not enjoy it. I was like, well, this one, it kind of just undid a lot of what I thought they were going to do, and that now where do we go from here? And then after the second one, though, I was just so kind of unimpressed by it that the third one came around. I couldn't have been bothered to go and watch it. And then I read all the reviews on it, and then eventually I saw like clips and stuff from it. And I'm like, oh no, this looks stupid. Like, there's no reason Palpatine should have been back, and then they turned, and Rey had like no real character development. She was just kind of, what do they call those characters? It's like a Mary something. It's pretty much she was like a perfect protagonist, and it was annoying. And then Kylo Ren, one of the more interesting characters, he was killed off, and I don't know. I didn't like it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I like Kylo, personally, because I'm biased. He was on Han and Leia's son, so
Right.
very biased there. And they killed off Han, so that was kind of like frustrating. They didn't need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
They really didn't. Um,
Well, I think part of killing them killing off Han was just because Harrison Ford was getting old and he didn't want to play the role anymore.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, still, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Sometimes you just have to recast for actors.
Yeah, I know, I agree. I feel like Kylo Ren was, they tried too hard to make him like this whole Darth Vader type new Sith Lord and everything, but his character, in my opinion, throughout the whole movie and the entirety of the new sequels was the most interesting. And I wish that they had actually developed him better and had developed him more and explored his story even more so. It would have been great if he was the protagonist of anything, like
I
a
mean, yeah.
protagonist gone bad. And like, cause Ray, I don't understand where she came from or why. Like, I do know where she came from, but honestly, I don't understand why they decided on her to become the actual main character for the sequels. It just, I don't
Well,
know. It
because
wasn't
she's
interesting to me.
Palpatine's granddaughter, dog.
I know that she's Palpatine's granddaughter, but who cares? You know, like at the end of the day, that didn't really mean anything. But Han Solo and Leia, and they had Kylo Ren. That was cool. That was like cool. Kylo Ren is he's a Skywalker, and and so he comes from the bloodline of, the quote unquote chosen ones and whatnot. But also, he just he had some daddy issues,
Absolutely.
and
I
that
didn't
made
like
him
how they tried
interesting.
to. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, I didn't like how they tried to make it seem like you know, Sith lightning was hereditary.
Hmm.
With Rey when she like blew up that ship because they were trying to chase down Chewbacca or whatever. Like it's not. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah.
Anybody can do it if they embrace the dark side and know the technique.
Well, did she embrace the dark side during that? Because I haven't watched the movie, or did she?
Like she
Was
was
it?
salty, but it was like, it,
Was it
I
very
guess
obvious
she.
that they were just trying to make it that way because she was Palpatine's granddaughter?
Yeah, it was completely. That's the only reason I didn't like it, because there was no reason why she would need to do that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty bad writing.
But yeah, no, I didn't like that. Chewbacca should have had a bigger role after
Oh yeah.
Han died.
Hmm. I actually
Um,
would. I would have been happy if the, you know, the stormtrooper guy, Ray's the other male guy. What's his name?
Finn. That's how little
Finn.
that's how little character development he had. You just don't
No, no,
remember him.
I hate. I know. I don't know his name, but I hate how little character development. I wish that he had become a more prominent character. If he had actually taken and Phil and became the next Han Solo figure, that would have been cool. If Ray had become more of the next, I don't know, maybe the more of like the next Luke Skywalker figure, but better, I guess, at it, that would have also been cool. If Kylo Ren had also become the, I don't know, Kylo Ren should have been like a villain, but a villain turned good, and that is what they did, but they did it in the worst way possible, in my opinion. Like
Yeah,
his whole transition to being a villain felt weird. It felt cheesy. And I was like, well, this can be done right, but it would have been more like a misguided youth, like how it was with Anakin. That would have worked well.
because it was a misguided youth, or maybe a misguided adult.
Hmm.
Because what was it? It was a Luke had a dream that he was gonna that Kylo was gonna kill everybody, so he decided before he kill everybody, I'm gonna kill his ass.
No, that's so out of character for Luke, though. I don't feel like that. Like that part was just kind of like, why would he do that?
Dude, my boy was quick to jump though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
I,
yeah. I guess they were trying to make it seem like, oh, he knows it happened with Anakin. He didn't want it to happen with Kylo. He was gonna have his whole order go down, which it still did.
right.
But he before anything bad was happening, he was gonna jump that dude's ass.
Do you think Kylo Ren killed Grogu?
Kylo?
No, Grogu. Is it Grogu? Grogu?
Grogu?
Grogu?
Do I think? Oh shit! Oh, because Luke was still young too when he picked up Grogu, didn't he?
Yeah. Do you think Kylo Ren killed him?
Now we'll definitely find out in seasons to come, but I do not think so. I'm gonna say that right now. I feel like after. No, I don't think so. I feel like he would have went to go back out to either find the Mandalorian or. And this is me being biased too. I really like Grogu. I'm not gonna sit here and say I believe Kylo killed him. He
Hmm.
has potential, and Yoda's species, other than Anakin, have the highest midichlorian count. So I do not think he would have sat by and let freaking drummer boy, attack him, dog.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe. But I am excited to see what happens to Grogu.
Yeah, man. But the thing is too, like, he's still a baby. I want a time jump, but if they do a time jump, everybody gonna be dead.
Right. Right. Who knows? Maybe they'll do it like, I don't know. Let me think. I don't know. Maybe they will do a time jump, and it'll be like in some new age with a new order, and they'll do another sequel, but the protagonist will be Grogu.
Yeah, hopefully.
That would be interesting. You know, seeing what happens.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, all we waiting on now is that season 2 is that season 3 of Mandalorian, and then
Hmm.
that season 2 of Bad Batch, because I feel like all these shows are gonna pull together at some point and start connecting more dots, especially Bad Batch. So I'm really hyped for that.
Yeah.
Have you watched it yet?
I have not.
You gotta
Is it
watch
good?
Yeah, it's really good. It really is good.
Hmm.
Because those clones, the Bad Batch clones, are impervious to like Order 66 because they're defective.
Right.
So they don't turn. Well, I mean, one of them turns because its chip is still intact. But sorry. Anyway, sorry. I don't want to spoil anymore. But yeah. So I'm excited for those. But anyway, we're getting close to time now. Was there anything else you wanted to mention?
No. I think we covered. I mean, we could go on a whole. Honestly, if we really want to, we could make a whole 5-hour episode about talking about Star Wars. But I feel like the
No,
viewers would get
save
bored.
that for another time. We can say that another time. Save that for another time. You know.
And maybe do a holiday special for that one.
Yeah, 5 hours. You know, no, I'm kidding. No, we'll just do it in segments. Anyway,
Yep.
but thank you guys for tuning in to listen to us fucking ramble about Star Wars and stuff. And yeah, if you liked the episode, please leave a like, click the notification bell, and please email us any topics you'd like us to talk about on the podcast. And please go ahead and click the link in our bio if you would like to watch it on YouTube. We have the podcast on almost any platform you can listen to podcasts on. And yeah, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Bye bye.